Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? By sending this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see how the mic sounding. All right, sounds good on my end. And go ahead and let the people know in the Telegram we are live. Bam. Bam. All right. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's Monday, September 19th. Got a couple weeks till this quarter's over. We got some more setups here. Got a few minutes till London session start. Just putting my charts up right now. Let me know how the mics sound when y'all come in. GJ started his move as well. Then started his move just a couple candlesticks ago. We're going to see who's going to retrace for us. We'll see who's going to retrace. It's not a terrible entry, but I would like to see it retrace a little bit more. But went over this in the video I dropped in the free Telegram earlier. Went over this as well. Gold's the only one that's done really well so far. The other ones are slowly going the direction we projected. What's going on, man? I see you here. Okay, perfect. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We got London session about to start in a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to keep GJ on the screen. We're going to watch GN. This is going as projected as well. Ooh, this stop loss is crazy. Let me fix this stop loss. We do not need it that high. We're going to put it right there. And we're going to target this body right here. Yeah, so these are starting to move right now. This is just did a retest the last 30 minutes. Went over this in the video I dropped in the free channel as well. So if y'all didn't watch that video, make sure to watch that video. Yeah, I'm liking this right here as well. I'm going to write some trade ideas up. Finally broke out of that choppiness that we were stuck in for like 2 weeks. We're going to be watching GJ. We're going to be watching GN. We're going to pull up GA as well. Watching gold. We're going to watch the indexes. The usual. I'll write some trade ideas up right now, though. Let's get rid of that. Some decent stop loss. 950. I like GJ as well. Do 183.35. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week it went 7-1, caught 725 pips. Last month we went 45-7, catching 219,708 pips. Hit that first link. You'll be able to check that out for yourself. So GJ is going as projected. He's already starting to move, create a nice little wall of price underneath this level. It's not a terrible entry, but ideal entry would be kind of further up around 183.05, 183 price range. It's about 10 pips further from what I like. GN, we broke this down in that video as well. Just did a retest starting to drop. We're going to still watch these charts. And then gold when that's projected as well. So yeah, off to a great start so far. Yeah, I think it's already on the move, starting right before London session start. London session about to pop up. Let me see what we're going to put right here. 35. Oh, snap. About to knock that over. The gold seems to reach the high. Hold on, where's my mouse? Excuse me, where's my mouse? Oh, here it is. Gold seems to reach the high. Do you think it will go up or go down? We can look at gold. So if gold can hold this level, we can see it potentially push up. We do have this support level here, though. It would have to break and stay above 1934, 1936. If it can do that, then we could see price come back up. But this is also the same level price has gone before and rejected. Just like on Friday, it hit this level and they've rejected. Each time prices hit this level since it's broken below, it's been rejecting and treating as a resistance. So far it's chilling, holding it. So we're going to see if it's going to reject it again or not. But again, this is the same level price went to last time. Again, price always repeats itself. I went over this in one of the. Oh no, I'm going a little bit ahead of myself. That's a video I'm dropping later today. Never mind. I thought I already posted. I was like, I went over that. I was like, I didn't drop that video yet. Speaking of videos, but to answer your question, I can see it going up. But if we're talking long term, it needs to break to my daily level first. All right, London session about to start. GBP pair is starting to move a little. Well, GN's at a decent entry. We're going to switch off GJ, though, because that thing's already starting to tank to the downside. We're going to see what these other charts are looking like. Look at that candlestick. So we want to see GA break this level right here. So we're going to see if we can do that. Looking for sales on everything. Oh, that's a big drop. It might try to retrace. But we're still going to go for sales regardless. I'm not against the retracement, but it's been dropping. We're in the middle of a low, but we're hitting a level of traffic on the daily time frame. Where's my thing? I need to bring this up. I don't know why it's all the way down there. But we just made a clear lower low last week, and we're hitting a huge low of traffic. So we could, especially if price can't hold as low as resistance, we could see retracement back to its daily level into a lower low, which I'm not against. But we're still going to be watching GA. But I like the other charts better than that. But again, if the rules are there, I might go for it. But if there's cleaner, better looking setups, we're going to go for those. A lot of things are going as projected and played out. So again, I dropped a video. I dropped the exclusive one, of course, for the members in the course channel and Advanced Play Signal Room. But I did drop a video. I'm going to start doing this every Sunday. I dropped a video breaking down basically the game plan going for tonight and the week. And a lot of things are going as projected right now. I only hopped in gold, though. So missed a few of these other ones. London session did just start. So we're about to see if price can break this level. Can look for some more sell setups. Move this over. Yeah, since we missed GJ, we're gonna be watching EJ as well. Basically doing the same thing. Super choppy, but we're looking for sales regardless. Let's see what else is going down. Yeah, I kind of like this right here. It's about 10, 15 pips lower than I'd like. But I like the sell setup right here. I ain't gonna lie. Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. Might change though. Yeah, I like these setups here. Yeah, I'm gonna write some trade ideas up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Like always, got any questions when we pull up any charts? Drop them in the chat. I'm gonna write some trade ideas up really quick. New video dropping later on today. If you haven't seen my most recent video, I'm about to drop that in the chat. Make sure to check that out as well as my other content. And we just hit 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So I'm gonna drop the details to the giveaway later on this week as well. But give me 1 second. I gotta write some stuff up. All right. So I'm gonna put this on my other screen because I want to see what the other charts are looking like, so we can break things down. But I am watching GN looking for sells. Let me see the GJ is retracing also. Okay, cool. Gold's chilling as well. EJ's chilling. Yeah, so I think for right now we're gonna be watching. Yeah, so we're gonna be watching GJ, GN, and gold. That's what we're gonna be looking at right now. We're gonna be watching GJ, GN, and gold. So I got GN and GJ retracing right now, which is fine because they did a little small drop. So we're still gonna be looking for sales on this, just like we were last week. So we're just gonna let that thing retrace because again, we like retracements over here. We're watching GN, GJ, and we're watching gold right now. Had another great week last week. We're about to break down the Telegram in a second. Just want to make sure we're not missing any setups. Looking at the indices as well, but like I said, I'm probably going to just watch them for today. See how they reacted to the level above them. Because they're kind of stuck in a level of traffic right now. Very choppy. There's still some possible setups though, but we're going to watch the currency pairs right now. As far as news, we don't have any news today. We do have news later on tonight when markets reopen for Tokyo session. And then the news starts to pick up, Tuesday and of course Thursday and Friday. Friday is just red all day. But, that's usually how Thursdays and Fridays are. But as of right now, prices are retracing on these charts. I'm liking GJ, so we might enter GJ in a second. I'm going to put GN back on this one because EA is not where I need it to be right now. All right, GN's retracing also. Yeah, so I like how GJ is looking. Let me write this one up. I missed the ideal entry on it though. That's the only annoying thing. Because it would have been best to enter up here. But it started this move. When did it drop? It started to drop at 2:15, so literally like 45 minutes before London session started. It's not a terrible entry. Like it'll still, I like this one better though. But it looks like it might try to take off here, but it could also retrace. And that's one of the worst things, you know what I'm saying? When you know where the perfect setup's at, but you miss it, and then you jump in it, and then it retraces later. But when that does happen, you just have to adjust for it. You just have to adjust your lot size and your stop loss. But this is always about to try to take off. But I missed a good entry on it, so I kind of want to just leave it alone. GN's retracing. Gold's trying to push off here. Yeah, that thing's probably pretty dumb. EJ's looking nice too. Yeah, we might go for some sell setups here. 775. Right now, I'm just going through the charts. looking to see what trades I'm going to try to take and what setups I like. So right now I just filtered it down to gold, GJ/EJ, and then we're watching GN as well. Let me write this up. Yeah, it looks like these might try to make a move these next couple of candlesticks. Yeah, GN's still ranging though. These are really about to drop though. Yeah, I agree, Orion. I'm looking at that as well. USD CAD is interesting. We can pull that up. I don't think I traded this in so long. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, so y'all can tell I don't really trade this, but I still got some levels on here surprisingly, which is weird. I think I might have called 1 or 2 USD CAD trades, and that was like maybe the beginning of this year, if not last year. But anyway, so right now we was nice and bullish. Price rejected this level up here, came back down to his main support level. So if it can break this level and treat it as resistance, then we can see possible reversal. All right, because again, if you watch this video I'm about to link, which is how to identify trend and trend reversals, things will start to connect things that start to make sense. So I'm about to drop 2 videos in the chat right now. So the first one is how to identify trend and trend reversals. Make sure to watch this video and check it out. And then the second one is breaking down the chart patterns. Bam. Bam. All right. So we map this out, right? The bull run started around July, middle of July. Boom, made a nice higher high, retracement. Boom, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now it's back to these lows right here. So price can do 1 or 2 things, obviously. It's either going to respect this low of support and really attempt to try to take out these highs to the left, or if it breaks below this level, then we can see possible reversal or short-term sales. Of course, we'll have to break this level here around 34.50, 34.40 before it could, see that happen. But that's what price is doing right now, because it rejected this level twice. Could have made a higher low here, but it was the same level it made a low last time it did this pivot. Made a higher high, same equal low, pushed up. Higher low should have been somewhere around here, you know what I'm saying? But it retraced all the way back down to this level. Now it's still bullish until price breaks below, starts treating this low as resistance. And if we move all these arrows and take a deeper look, we can see price is still treating this low as support. Like if we zoom in, we can see price is still respecting this low as support, just like each time price did once it broke it. And before, you see price treat as resistance. Strong resistance turn to strong support. So I really had to wait for price to break this level and start treating that as support, not just break it. All right, break it and treat it as a resistance. And then you could possibly go for sells. But anything above this low, I mean, there's some short-term scalp setups here for buys, but I wouldn't really say it's bearish or say strictly look for sells until it breaks that level. So that's why I see with USD cap. But let's get back to, okay, GM pushed up. Let's see GJ retracing. Now I think it's starting to dump, but it's trying to retrace as well. But GM is another good example of why I'm picking with my entries, because imagine we would have entered that. That's kind of why I'm waiting to see if GJ is going to do. Because again, imagine we would have entered that, we would just be, we would have missed a good opportunity for a sell. We'd be in a drawdown right now. Because again, the ideal size, you want to enter as close to these levels as possible. One, that way you get a better risk reward setup. Your stop loss is smaller. And then, of course, you can catch as many pips as possible in the move. The goal is not to catch as many pips, every pip in the market, but, the size you want to take, again, just think about it. I know y'all taken a trade before after you missed your initial entry, and as soon as you enter, first you're like, let me wait, I'm going to wait. And then, it starts moving even further in your direction. So then you get anxious, and then what happens? You enter the trade. Then what happens a couple candlesticks later? It retraces right back to your initial entry. But sometimes it also can take off, but you know, it is what it is. The price takes off on me. I'm like, hey, at least I know my projection was correct. So G is retesting that level. So let's see what else is going down. That's rejecting that level. Again, I'm kind of expecting a retracement anyways. I'm not against the retracement of EA and GA. So we're just going to keep this on gold for right now. But those that did jump into this, you'd be up like around 2 times your risk, depending on what your stop loss was. Broke this down in the video. Make sure to go in the first link and watch this video. This stuff's still relevant. But anyways, as far as how we did last week, you hit that first link. First, you're going to see this video here. Then you'll see the recap of last week, just like we see on the bottom of your screen. Last week, we went let me switch this really quick. There we go. Last week, we went 7-1, give us an 86% win rate. Monday, we got 20 pips. Tuesday, 130. Wednesday, we caught 50. Thursday, 500. And then Friday, 25 pips. It was a little bit of a slow week, just like the past couple of weeks, but things look like they might start picking up this week. We had those huge dumps finally. We're going to break that down in a second. I'm about to get sidetracked. So if you click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the week where we call that GJ play. Every trade hosted has a personal entry, SL, TPs, reactions, how people viewed or enter the trade, TPs getting hit, recaps of the day, screenshots of positions, all that good stuff. Here's some student testimonials. That was from who knows when. Oh, that was the next day. Student results, testimonials, all that good stuff. So make sure to explore the channel. But let's go back on the daily time frame. It's not really gold because gold's not one of those things. So looking at EA, this was on Thursday. Finally broke out of this ranginess because again, prior to Thursday, all the way from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, which is 2 weeks of trading, price struggled to break the support level. And it took Thursday, which I think was also that news event day, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yes, it was during all that news events. All right, it took the news. Again, you watched that video. Matter of fact, let me drop that video as well. In this video on how to trade news. Because once you understand how to trade news, when it's those news events where it causes those pushes in volume, you can capitalize and make some money. I had a few members and students do that as well. First, let me find the video. Here it is. So there's 2 parts. I'm going to drop part 2, but part 1 is linked in part 2. So make sure to watch both of those parts. This breaks down how to trade news. What do you think about USD/JPY and Euro USD? We can go over that. Yeah, that thing's moving. First, we need to see what's going down before we can just start it. We missed the GJ entry, so we're going to see what EJ is looking like. And then we're going to put GN back on this one. I'm still hugging that level. All right, so first you said USD/JPY. So we can pull up USD/JPY. Anyone else want me to pull up any charts or have any questions trading related? Feel free to drop them in the chat. All right, so first let's go on the daily. First, let's see if my levels are still okay. So USD/JPY has been doing something different from the other JPY pairs. So this goes back to when someone asked me like a couple weeks ago, was like, oh, so basically the ask was like, EJ, do all the JPY pairs move the same? On smaller time frames, they were a lot similar, but the bigger time frames, that's where you see the main differences, right? So we look on the daily. So let's pull up EJ on this one. So we pull up the daily. They're both red on the daily, right? UJ is red on the daily. GJ is red on the daily. But then when we zoom out and look at the market flow and structure on the daily, that's where we see the differences. This was bullish. We caught some nice buys here 1 week ago. Not even 1 week ago, like a couple weeks ago. But you see, when all the other pairs, like we pull up EJ, we do have EJ up. So we pull up EJ, right? EJ and GJ look similar. but they also have clear differences even on the daily structure. They're both bearish, but look, GJ is moving a lot smoother than EJ. You see what I'm saying? And then we look at UJ. UJ is still slowly pushing up. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, looking at UJ, let's zoom out a little bit. So we got this level of traffic slowly trying to push up and break. We got a small level of support here that around 147.80. If it can break that level, you could possibly see buys up to like 148.35. But I personally not going to trade UJ, but that's just basically the levels I would look for if you were considering something. Now, again, like sometimes I'll move the same. Like let's go into 15 and just experiment really quick, see something. Why are these candlesticks so small? The heck? Whoops, now I just accidentally went up to 300%. I know I said they were small, but that ain't what I was trying to do. All right, bam. So now let's pull up GJ on a smaller time frame. We see some similarities, but we also see some differences, right? Some similarities, but also see some differences. So as far as UJ, I'm not going to trade it, but that's why I look at is bullish. It's slowly trying to push up through this level of traffic, but it's still bullish. Will it try to do what EJ and GJ are doing? Maybe, maybe not. But that's what I'm looking at on UJ. But I'm personally not going to trade that. We're going to pull back up EA. Oh, wait, you said Euro USD as well. So let's do Euro USD. Yeah, I think going exactly as projected. I'm going to put E on this one. Looking at Euro USD, it's bearish. So I'd only really look for sells. It's bearish. How do we tell it's bearish? One is dropping down, but again, it's making clear lows, clear lower lows, and it's not making higher highs. So right now, as far as what it did on Friday and Thursday, it hit the support level, which retraced, which kind of helped it make the lower high. So price looks like it's about to try to break that level. We see the wick. It looks like it's about to try to break that level. So what I'd personally do is I'd personally wait to see if we can break below this level around 1.0630. If you're going to break that level, hold as resistance, we can see the downtrend continue. Or I wait for price to retrace around to around 700, 705, and then look for possible sell setups. Again, on that Thursday with the news events, we went live with the members during this news event. Literally, as soon as news started, it retested that level and then tanked. Because again, that Thursday we had Euro news at 8:15. Then we had USD news at 8:30. And at 8:45, we had Euro news. And I look at these candlesticks. This was the Euro USD candlestick at 8:15, the first news event. Wick that, then dropped. This was the 8:30, dropped. So again, if you watch that video on how to trade news, again, don't just go on a live account doing that stuff. Of course, always practice on a demo until you feel confident and then apply that to your live account. But there's rules to the charts and markets that literally every chart follows. So if you can read one chart, you can read all. But that's when you know how to read the charts, not just looking for patterns. But yeah, I'm looking for Euro USD. I wouldn't look for any buys personally. It's very bearish. It's very bearish. Now we're going to have to try to break this level of traffic to the left for the downtrend to continue. Because again, last time price had this nice little downtrend, it hit this level of traffic, rejected, and immediately went the opposite direction. Now we see price rejecting, but it didn't do a harsh rejection like last time. It's staying below this level. So we have a little bit more momentum and higher likelihood of it possibly breaking this level. But yeah, that's when we got Euro USD. GU is probably doing the same thing, honestly. Let's take a look. Yeah, GDU is doing the same thing, except it's already underneath that resistance level and dropping down. But yeah, same thing, bearish. Got a similar level of traffic, just not as, but except on this one, again, so this is a correlating pair. You see some similarities and differences. The similarities is both bearish, right? The difference is that level where rejected was right here. So we still got a couple levels to break before we see that level of traffic get hit and a possible reversal come into play. Gold's still chilling on this level. I wonder if it's just going to hug this for the hour. We're going to try to make a move. Got a couple minutes till the next 5 minutes starts. So far, still trading as low as support, though. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, down. Yeah, so we're watching EA, EJ. We're watching GN. Let's pull that back up. Let's see if it's still hugging that level or if it broke it. All right, so I rejected back down. So yeah, I'm liking this right here. I'm liking this right here. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. And again, just like we was talking about, imagine if we would have entered right here where when we started the live when price was at 950. That thing retraced all the way back to the resistance level. Like I always say, price is always going to retrace. And then we could have had a 20, almost 30 pip difference in our entry. And that might not sound like a lot, but that's a big difference. I mean, that's a lot. That's a big difference. 20 pips is a big difference, especially with the entry. And that's not even including spread. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. But I'm liking G, and I'm liking how it's looking right here. I'm liking how it's looking right here. I already retested this level on Friday. Looked back down. Yeah, but again, we do have this level of traffic, but we do have a lot of news this week. So the news is either going to cause price to reverse back up, or we can look for possible buys again, or the news is going to help break price below this level. Because again, we didn't trade GN for a very long time because price was just super choppy and rangy. Again, these levels of traffic are just like on the smaller time frames, but except it being a 5-minute, 15-minute chart or a 15-minute candlesticks, these are daily. So price was stuck trading this level as resistance from June 27th all the way till August 2nd. So that's a long time right there. It's like 2 months right there. So that 2-week period was nothing compared to that 2-month period. You know what I'm saying? New 5-minute just started. Let's see what GJ's up to. Yeah, that thing's retracing back as well. Yeah, so we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. Whoops. Ian's doing the same thing. But Ian and G are looking valid right now. I'm looking how Ian and GN are looking. Yeah, I like Ian, GN. Ian looks a lot better than GN. GN had that wick. So I'm liking how Ian's looking. I'm liking how GN's looking. Still watching GJ and EJ. Still watching gold. Might pull up the indexes in a second. Yeah, they're both looking very similar, but you see the differences as well in the daily time frame. So you see similarities and differences. Now, am I going to enter both of those? No, I'm going to decide which one I'm going to enter. I'm not going to enter both of them. Yeah, so right now we're watching GN. I'm going to put kind of like Ian better. So I'm going to take GN off. I'm going to switch this over to NASDAQ. Yeah, so NAS is stuck in a level of traffic as well. So definitely y'all take any positions, make sure like always to secure profits, but definitely right now because we're kind of stuck back in this box. We're stuck back in this box. We're stuck back in this box. We want to wait for price to break below or above, but in between there are going to be some short-term setups. And the reason why we're waiting for price to break below either this blue level or break above this blue level here is because, again, we're stuck at the rangy level of traffic. When price was below this level, clear rejections, clear resistance. When price is above this level, clear support, clear rejections. But when price is here, it can really go either way. Just like here, price was stuck here. Once it whipped and broke out, guess what? We saw a huge little dump. So we're just watching to see what happens there. But I don't really like that one. Gold's starting to push up. Yeah, so we're watching EN right now. We're going to wait for this next 15. If I like what I see, we might jump into EN. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Hit that first link and you'll check it out. You'll be able to check it out yourself. 80.95. I'm looking at like 80.95. 80.95. So we're going to move this over to the right so we can keep an eye on this. So we just went over how we did last week. As far as how we did last month, let's scroll up a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so you scroll up to the 6, you'll be able to see how we did last month. Last month, we went 45 and 7, giving us an 87% win rate. Only lost 7 trades last month. Caught a total of 219,708 pips, 211,933. Those were strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. You click right here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the month, August 1st, where we started off 2-0. Every trade posted has personal entry, SL, TPs, time the trade was posted, how people viewed into the trade. All right, prices retracing. We're looking for a red candlestick on that. Gold still pushing up. Looking for a red candlestick right here. Yeah, if we can break this level of traffic, it's going to dump. If we can break this level of traffic, it's going to dump. 8025. Yeah, I like this right here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all got any questions? Drop them in the chat. You guys want me to look at any charts? Drop them in the chat. Let's see who's going to break that level. 7970. I'm going to see if we can break this level here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is Playmaker Way. Playmaker_way. TikTok is Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. I just posted some content earlier last night / the afternoon. Make sure to check that out. U15 just started. Gold still hugging this level. So it did that huge push. And again, like I had a video on this. I'm going to drop that in the chat. This is one of the ways, if you're ever looking at a chart and you're confused why price is choppy or just in general why price is doing what it's doing, this is one of the easiest things you can do to figure some things out. First, let me find that video. find a video. Oh, here it is. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. I'm going to show you a simple way to just do some back testing or figure out why price is doing what it's doing. And then those watching the recorded, these are the videos I just dropped. Make sure to check these out. All right, cool. So basically what you want to do is you just want to grab a horizontal line. First, I'm going to turn my mic off because I don't like hearing my echo. Yeah, price is just ranging. Let me see what these charts are doing really quick. Price is just ranging. Still did that dump. Now it's kind of just ranging. The way it's moving, I wonder if we're going to see a repeat of last Monday. That'd be slightly annoying if we see a repeat of last Monday. And what I mean by repeat of last Monday, Sunday night, Tokyo session price did a quick move. And then all London session was a slow retracement into New York. So I don't want to see, I mean, on some of these charts, I want to see retracement. Like GA, I can definitely see a retracement happen. A couple of these other pairs, they already did a retracement. So I'm not really trying to see that right now, to be honest. The EJ rejecting that level. GJ retracing. Let me move this over. Yeah, I want to see this lower traffic get broken to that. But we're going to do the same example here. So we're going to do the example here on GJ, and then we're going to do gold as well. So again, one of the clear indicators you want to like tunnel vision on is a wick. Wicks are my favorite candlesticks. So what you want to do is grab a horizontal line. If you don't know where to find a horizontal line, you go on Trading View. You go from the second on the top. You click this arrow, and then you just scroll till you find horizontal line. So once you got that, you want to click your horizontal line and then put it directly underneath the wick. This works on any time frame. We're just on the 15th for right now. So we're going to keep it green. So we're just going to bolden this so it seems clear and looks clear on y'all's end. So you just want to put a horizontal line underneath the wick. And one thing I always tell my members and students is if you look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and what could potentially happen in the future. So if we just scroll to the left, we can see this exact same level last week on the 14th got hit. And what happened when price hit that level? Well, first it broke above it. First, let's go a little bit further back because this is going to explain what's happening here. And then we're going to go further, right? Matter of fact, we're going to bar replay this. We're going to bar replay this. So first we see on this huge drop, these wicks, price trend as low as support, then the wick down, trend as low as resistance. So you don't understand how wicks work. First, let's not get sidetracked. Yeah, that thing's retracing. That's retracing as well. So yeah, we're slightly seeing a slight repeat of last Monday, London session. But we want to see who's going to do the full thing. Because again, last Monday, you go to last Monday's live, we can actually show it in a second. So first we're going to break this down. So basically how wicks work. This was a red candlestick. Okay, no, that's still red. This was a red candlestick originally. Price shot down, hit this level, then retraced back up, and then turned green. Because again, where price started at when this is where the candlestick closed, where the body's at. The wick is where it went, but where it closed is where the body's at. So the next candlestick started right where this body's at right here. So price broke down, retraced back up, and closed here. So my back actually started at this candlestick, closed right here. Same thing with this. This one just stayed red because where it started at was right here. Now, if it would have reversed and went the other way, it would have turned green like this one. So that's how wicks work. And we're about to see that when we do this bar replay. So this low got turned from support to resistance. And you saw how this was red, turned green, wick that level, rejected, push back up, turn green. And now we see how price, this is the 15-minute time frame. So after price hit this level for another 30 minutes, price got stuck and failed and struggled to break above that level. Then price wicked that and then pushed up. So use the support level to push up. Now this resistance level went from support to resistance, and it's about to turn to support. You see the retest. You saw price turn red, shot up green. So now this is getting treated from resistance to support to resistance to support. Right? So now when we go back to right here, we're going to see price do the same exact thing, which caused that first major wick. Right? So now we go to present time, and price did the same exact thing. And you can do this with literally like any wick. Like we can move it up to this one. We see that the support resistance level on a smaller time frame. We see price do the same thing here. We zoom out further. We see price doing the same thing here. We see price playing around, getting stuck here. We see price right here being treated as support. Let's zoom in a little so you can kind of see better. Price treating this low support, resistance, wicked, resistance, support, boom, boom, boom. And look, this is the same exact level that I was talking about last week. Constantly, over and over again, being treated. And we placed it on this wick. And we just went back and seeing how price is constantly repeating itself. Like we keep scrolling, we're probably going to see more stuff. Which we do. We see price is constantly repeating itself. Let's get back to the chart. So these things are retracing up. So far we're seeing a repeat of last Monday. So let's go to last Monday so y'all see what I'm talking about. So this was last Monday. Sunday night going into Monday, London session, New York session. So same thing happened. Price did a dump during Tokyo session. You can see the times at the bottom. This was Tokyo session. This was 11 o'clock. This was midnight. Boom, boom, boom. This is when London session started. Did the dump during Tokyo session, and then the entire London session was a retracement. This is when New York started. This candlestick right here. So as soon as New York started, that volume came in, and then it started to do a move. Now it took a little while. I got stuck in the level of traffic, but that's besides the point. Here it started to move, it's starting to retrace. So I would not like to see that happen. I just want to see this be a retest. That'd be nice in a perfect world. But we're about to see what goes down. Yeah, I think we're going to keep these charts up. Let's see what these other ones doing. Yeah, this thing looks like it's trying to push back down. So we got a couple minutes to the next 15 pops up. Gold's been getting a reject. I wouldn't say that yet. We'll see what the next 15 does. Because again, you got to understand, like, is wicking. So it can potentially, the candlestick's not over yet. This can still potentially be a retest. I wouldn't say it's rejecting until price is literally rejecting. So let's go on a 5 minute, see if it's doing that on the 5 minute. Slight rejection was retesting right now. I wouldn't say it's rejecting until it's literally treating this level from support to resistance. Then that's what I'll say is rejecting. You get what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of times, like even right here, like this would be like a rejection. Price holding this level, right? So we can potentially see this happen. Price rejected, pushed back up, broke above it, then rejected back down. Then it tried one more time. This after this last attempt being above the level, that's when I was like, okay, it's rejecting. But as of right now, this can be potentially still a retest. We won't know for sure to the next 15. But even if it's rejecting, that doesn't do nothing for me or change anything for me. because again, I'm not just worried about a single candlestick. I'm trying to follow the flow of price. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we look right here, the move that happened last night. Did a push up. This wasn't a rejection, this was a retest. Then what happened after that retest or retracement? Price shot up. Because again, you got to understand the flow of price. There's always going to be retracements, and you got to. It's not going to the whole move. Whoops, the whole move's not going to happen in just a single candlestick. It's going to take a few candlesticks. The only time it's realistically going to happen in a single candlestick is the rare occurrence volume just does some random thing, but usually it's the volume from news, right? So we can show. I can show y'all an example. I'm doing like the full move in one candlestick. So this was a news day. I gotta find it first. Here it is. This was a news day. Broke this down with the numbers. Let me go into the advanced price signal room really quick. Boom, boom, boom. What day was this? This was the 23rd. So give me 1 second, y'all. These are old trades. Nobody take these trades. These are old trades. We're not in August. These are old trades. Nobody take these trades. I scrolled a little too far, though. What day was this again? This was the 29th. Oh, so I was right on it. Okay. So we look at August 29th. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. So this was during the news day. So we'll go to August 29th. All right. We're going to go on here first. August 29th. All right, cool. We had news at 10 a.m. and 9 a.m., but 10 a.m. as well, EST. I can't remember we went live this day. I don't think we went live this day, but I dropped this video after the 9 o'clock news event, 30 minutes before the 10 o'clock news event. I broke down all the possible setups are in here as well. Let's do this really quick. Boom. Let's see if I can find it really quick. If I can't find it quick, I'm just gonna keep it pushing. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it pushing. Anyways, I broke it down in that video, and then right at the 10 o'clock news event, price literally went zone to zone. This was the 10 o'clock news event. As soon as 10 o'clock started, literally went zone to zone. So that's the one of the main times price will do the full move of one candlestick. It's news events. Now this one, it didn't do the full zone to zone, but this was volume. I'm not really sure if that was a news event or not, but usually it's not going to do a one full move in one candlestick. So right now the new 15 started. So now we want to see if price is going to hold this level as resistance or it's going to push back above, because it did wick this level. So it's showing that it's trying to still push up, but if there's not enough volume to do it, it's going to retreat back down. And plus it is London session on the Monday. It's very rare that Mondays do some huge crazy moves. So EJ, we might look at EJ because GJ is dumping still. And again, if you're on the free signal, free Telegram, make sure to watch that video I dropped last night during Tokyo session, because a lot of things are playing out right now. But we're about to look at EJ. And granted, we could have still entered GJ, but like I said, I'm picking my entries, so I just decided to leave it alone. But we're going to watch EJ and see if we can jump into EJ. Let me see what these other pairs are doing. That's just chilling right there. That shit's hugging that level. I'm missing. Oh yeah, let's look at oil. I keep forgetting about oil. I'm starting to add new charts and pairs into my watch list again. It'll just take me a while to. Yeah, I wasn't trying to look at that either, buddy. It's okay. And so oil's bullish. It did a nice retracement on Friday, so we're going to see the upwards momentum could continue. We do got a few levels of traffic, but price can break this level. We're going to look for another buy setup. Missed a few buy setups last week. Took one like 2 weeks ago. Missed the buys last week because again, I just totally wasn't looking at them. Adding them back into my my watch list though, just like the USD pairs. I'm debating if I want to add the Canadian pairs back into my watch list. All right, so we might get some action this next hour. We might get some movement this next hour. We're gonna see though. I want that liquidity right there. We got this level right here. So we break this level here and treat it back to resistance, where right now it's treating as support. Then we can see it price most likely try to retrace back down a little bit. But right now it's treating a level of support still. We got some movement happening, so we might see some things happen this next 15. Let's see. Yeah, it's better. All right, so we're waiting for GA to try to break this level. It looks like it's about to try to. New 5 minute just started. We got 10 minutes to the next hour. Oil looking for that rally to 95. I can see that. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely going to be watching oil again. The main reason why I stopped was there was a while where it was like super rangy. Like we can look at that right now. There was a time where it was super rangy, and I just decided to leave it alone. But it started doing some nice moves the past couple months or so. So this is when I stopped trading oil. Was back around here. I wonder if my markups from when we traded are still here. So you can literally see some trades we took here way back in the day. And then when price just got stuck in this level of traffic and ranginess, I just decided to leave it alone. Because as y'all know, I don't like to trade and ranginess. I like to look for lower lows or higher highs. But yeah, like literally the beginning of this quarter is when price broke out of it. This was July 10th. So July 7th, that's when price broke out of it. So yeah, basically this whole quarter, that's when price has been doing this uptrend. So I kind of missed it because again, I just stopped looking at it. Just like the GU, I stopped trading GU like quarter 1 because the same thing, it was super rangy, and I just decided to leave it alone. But now it's moving nicely. Matter of fact, now that we're exploring stuff, let me see something. I stopped trading the CHF pairs for the same reason, because they're super rangy. Yeah, it's still disgusting. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have not missed anything on this. It's still disgusting. To the 95, I can see that for sure. I can see that for sure. I want to see it. I doubt they'll try to take these highs out because if I'm not mistaken, it's the all-time highs. They might try to come to it, but I doubt they're going to try to break it. But hey, maybe they want to. We'll see. But they sure rejected it when gold tried to 3 times in a row, or 2 times, I should say. These pairs are struggling right now. But it is Monday. Ain't too much of a shock there. Might see some action soon, though. Yo, as far as gold, like I said, this is the same exact level it's struggling to hold and break above. If it can hold this level, we can possibly see a possible reversal. But if it rejects this level again, especially if it breaks back below 1922, 1920, we could look for possible sells again. Or kind of stuck in a small box here as well. That's another thing. We caught a nice downtrend here. Then price reversed. Now we're kind of stuck in this box because again, we go back to this was June. Price was doing the same thing. Had a nice downtrend, got stuck here, but failed to break this level. The same level price is struggling to break again. Only broke it that one time, then immediately reversed back. Again, price always repeats itself. This is the same level price was struggling with. So it can go either way right now, really. That's why, like with every trade, you always want to secure profits. Never let winners turn to losers. But yeah, price is just, they did a quick move, and now we're seeing some retracements. But we're going to see what goes on later on into London session, and of course, ultimately New York. But the game plan's still the same. Game plan's still the same with these charts. We're going to look at for sales on the JPY pairs, New Zealand AED pairs, but we might see some retracements, especially on the AED pairs. JPY pairs, not so much, but we do have levels of traffic to the left on a lot of these charts. We got a lot of news this week as well, though. So news is either going to help us push through those levels or it's going to cause a reversal. But again, we got level traffic here. That level traffic is on a lot of these charts right here. And then the indexes, the futures are in level of traffic as we speak. Like if we go on the naked chart. Not a naked chart. Here's one. Not so naked, but let's trash this stuff really quick. Stuck in this box right here. Was a nice little downtrend, right? Now we're just stuck ranging. We're literally stuck ranging. Like if I remove this and grab this, this is literally what's going on here. We're stuck in this box. We're stuck in this box. I'm waiting for price to either break below this box, we're gonna look for sells again, or waiting for price to break above this box, we're gonna look for buys again. And this box that we're looking at is this right here. This blue level here, this blue level here. Waiting for price to break below this level, where we're gonna look for sells again, or waiting for price to break above this level, where we're gonna look for buys again. So that's what I think the news is gonna help us do this week. But we're still gonna be on the charts though. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you ain't see my video last week, make sure to check that out. Got a new video dropping later on today in the afternoon. Make sure to hit that first link in the description on the free signal and free Telegram. I dropped the schedule as well for YouTube membership in the free Telegram as well. So make sure to watch that also. Read that also. It's attached to the thing I dropped. Let's go gold back up. We want to see what this next 15 does. This next 15 is either going to, whoops, I deleted the wrong thing. This next 15 is either going to cause price to push back down and retrace, or it's going to push price back up. That's what I want to see happen with gold. This pair's ranging, rejected this level. And you got this level right here. Yeah, but we're going to see what this next 15 does before we hop off this. So we're going to see what the next 15 does. Then we're going to go ahead and hop off. If you're interested in learning how to mark these lines up, hit the links in the description. There's a course, one-on-one sessions, advanced play signal room. Of course, the course is going to teach you my strategy, but the course isn't just a trading strategy. It's not even just Forex related or future related. It teaches you how to read the charts. But that's what I do. I don't just go off a strategy. The strategy is really when it comes down to, the numbers, entering trades, risk management, risk reward, trading plan. That's the real strategy, what I go in the course. But as far as the charts and the candlestick patterns, all that stuff, that's just for me learning how to read the charts. Because again, I told the story a bunch of times, so this is gonna be the quick version. But a lot of story short, like a lot of people blew a lot of accounts, failed a lot of challenges. And then at one point I was like, after I failed a challenge, no, this is what happened. I failed a challenge. Then I finally passed my first funded account, finally got my live account. I was 1 week away from getting my payout because the first month you have to be profitable, blah blah blah. Literally, I was like 1 week away from getting my payout, and I did some dumb stuff. Lost all the money. I didn't lose all the money, but I had a set number I wanted to withdraw or having the payout. But then I did some greedy stuff, lost some money, so I tried to revenge trade, make it back. Long story short, blew the account, violated. So after that, I had the same thing happen with my personal account because at that, what did I just do? Okay, stream's still going. Okay, cool. But after I lost my funded account, I had my personal account still, and I was doing some dumb stuff. Again, this is why I don't chase entries or chase trades. I missed the entry. I entered a position because I knew the trade was going to go that way, but then price started retracing. I was in drawdown. But I was like, I know the price is going to go down, so I just added another position. Then I added like 3 positions on some dumb stuff. Over marginalized. All my money got, when you over marginalize, like when you get close to blowing your account, but you like got a couple dollars left, so they automatically, at least my broker does it, so I automatically closed all my trades. Literally the next candlestick, price tanked in my direction. So after that, I was like, yo, I'm not trading or putting any more money in the markets again until I figure this issue out. So that's literally what I did. I just literally stared at the charts day after day. And then eventually, I started to notice coincidences, or what I thought was coincidences. One thing led to another. Start marking up these levels, learn how to read the charts. And now here we are. But like the real strategy isn't really the charts. Like you got to understand how to read the charts, but the real strategy comes when you're taking the trades. Like how much you're trying to make per day, how much you're trying to risk per day, risk reward settings, blah 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 blah. The charts, reading the charts is just how to read the charts. You feel me? But yeah, price is rejecting that level, so I might try to come back to this daily level here. New 4 o'clock hour started. I want to see some volume pickup, but again, we just see price rejecting these support resistance levels on smaller time frames, reverting back to the levels above them or below them, in this case with gold. So we're going to see what happens going into London session. But overall, as far as the day and week goes, analysis is still the same. Y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can hit me up on Instagram. Y'all should see it on the bottom of your screen at playmaker_way. I respond to all messages. If y'all don't have Instagram, y'all can message me on Telegram as well. How to do that is once you hit that first link in the description on the free signal free Telegram, you click right here where it says Playbook Free Plays. Has my YouTube link, my Instagram. You click right there. You can message me on Telegram. But yeah, price is just retracing right now. So we're just going to be watching the charts. Nothing to do right now. And I'm going to see y'all either in the next video that I'm dropping later on this afternoon or the next time I'm live. YouTube members are going to be live later on tonight during Tokyo session. I'm going to drop the time later, but we're going to go live during Tokyo session. Going to be looking at some setups, doing some back testing, breaking some things down. And the members already know in a couple hours I'm dropping New York price watch list. Price retracing back. So we got this wall of price right here. So we'll see what happens here. Let me cut you to the chat. Gold isn't melting. It's retracing, but it's not melting. You're looking on too small of a time frame if you think gold's melting. It just dropped down a little bit. You gotta think bigger. Like you go only on the smaller time frames to look for setups, but gold's not melting. Slight exaggeration, but it is dropping right now. I'll show you a melt. A good example of a melt was what the euro and GBP pairs did last week. This was a melt. Multiple candlesticks dropping down like they're tanking. All right, right now we just got some small retracements right now. But like I said, I like to go for bigger moves. So that's also just me. Everybody's got a different trading style. But right now, gold's stuck in a box. So until it breaks out of this box, it's just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Until it breaks out of this box, it's just going to do the same thing over and over again. Just like we see in time and time again. Right? We saw the same thing happen here. But then when it broke out that box below it, you saw some nice moves happen. But when it broke above it, price pushed out. Broke below it, nice move happened. Yeah, but right now we're just waiting on volume. Price is just hugging these levels and doing some slight retracements. Gonna be on the chart still.